Friday. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Betway's Waiter to Win. We look forward to chatting to you about the meeting in Quebec. There are 8 races on the card. That's turf racing today, and Nino Podesta is standing by. There's the number 069 164 3272. Remember to drop a line in terms of your name and your ID number so you can join the Betway family. Have you opened your Betway account yet? Well, if you haven't, there's the QR code in which to do so. Just take your phone, scan away, and open up. And in terms of Blue Voucher, well, here's an opportunity for you to top up your account conveniently, and the easy way to go in terms of betting, top up, deposit, and pay. Well, let's get into it. Note that today, if you don't know, race 6, number 12 is out. It's the only scratching I've got. There's been a little bit of rain. The track is on the softer side. It's good to soft, so there'll be a bit of give in the ground with a penetrometer reading of 25. And I'm told that Donald Geertsen is not going to be riding on Friday afternoon. Early morning market with Nino, 12 to 10 about Kelly Mitchell's number 10, Winter in Paris. Gavin Smith has got the 7, Sweet Cake at 33 to 10. And then he's also got the 8, Miss Pryor at the same price. Double figures about the others. Nino, good morning.
Good morning, Clyde. How are you doing?
Good, thanks. And you? And how are things on your side?
Very good. Very good. Thank you for asking, Clyde.
Let's get some bipod money, Nino.
We are. And in the first race, I make this a bait race between 10 and 7. I think 10 is the horse to beat. Ran a cracker last time out. They've put the blinkers on and on the run to Lady of Memphis. I think you should have this field beat. My only concern is that the stable hasn't been firing. Kelly Mitchell, she's been a bit quiet. She did win the last race, I think, on Friday with Harold the Duke. So it looks like the stable is turning. And for that reason, and only for that reason, I've backed Winter of Paris up with Sweet Cake, because Richard Fourie riding for Gavin. You don't see Richard riding often for Gavin, and when he does, they're usually on the premises. Back on the turf over the 1,000. I think that's the only nearest danger. So 7 and 10 in the first leg of the bike.
Okay, we got that. And Winter in Paris, just ahead of her was Greenlight Express behind the crowned Hornbill run. And we know that Greenlight Express came out and won. That's the bipod from Nino Podesta. Now we're going over 1,400 metres. It's PA time, so we go around the turn. It's a maiden class field of fillies and mares that line up here. And when recording the show this morning, there are 14 of them that go to the gate. The early morning market's got this horse Fire Alarm as the favourite, number 3 at 5 to 2. 7 to 2 about number 5 from the Glen Cotson stable, De Vlugge. Chad Little's riding that. And the 7-0 Mandy is the third choice at 11 to 2 for Tyra Lang, who's also got the 4 Global Scene in here, who's priced up at around 6 to 1. You can get 6 to 1 as well about number 6 on the card, Mersol. And then 12 to 1 and better the balance. So, Fire Alarm favourite, top of the boards at the moment for Alan. I know, Nino, you would have spoken to Alan by now and get some sort of idea. Where is he with his best today? Is there one that he really likes? Which would be his favourite today?
Well, the favourite or his best one today comes up in the next race, which is number 8. And he also likes a bit of Catch Your Breath. I think it's in race 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and this one here, Fire Alarm, what's he say?
Look, he says if it was drawn any better, he would have labelled it. The draw is a concern, and also the Glen Cotson Raider is a big worry. Now, I just want to ask you a question. If Symphony in White was in this race, what price do you think it would start?
Oh, you name it. Odds on.
Okay. Odds on, maybe 5 to 10, 4 to 10. This horse ran only 5 lengths behind Symphony of White. He's got a 1 draw, and it's strongly fancied. For that reason, I've jumped ship. I've gone with the 5 to beat the 3. There's not many others in the race that can win it. Global Scene, Mersalt, and O'Mandy. The race won't go past those 5 horses. But I'm in the camp of number 5 to beat number 3.
Okay, so the Cape Town horse from Glen Cotson stable is preferred at this point in time. 3 and 5 in the PA, so we're going both. And then there's some bankers, as you can see, in Nino's place accumulator play. On to the third race we go. It's a maiden class field. It's an open maiden plate, so Make sure you look at the weights very closely here, give you an idea as to which ones have the higher ratings and all that sort of stuff. With regards to this, it's the first leg of the pick six, so let's work it out. In terms of scratchings at time of recording, all of them were running. 13 of them are going to go to the gate and should be. Hopefully that's the case. Now, from a pick six perspective, I can tell you about the market this morning, Friday morning, where number 8, Onana Kamachi's top of the boards. It's in the red. It's priced up at 17 to 20 to win here. Second choice is number 3, Silvery Surfer, who's at 4 to 1. And number 4, Grand Oasis, who's 5 to 1. It's 12 to 1 and better about the balance. Nino, so are we bankering here in the first leg?
Yeah, we are. We're bankering number 8, Ono Komachi. She's in the open, as you say, open maiden. She comes in with 54 kilograms on that run to Coca Melon. I think she brings the best form into the race. I think she's going to be very, very hard to beat from a one draw, Richard up. And note that the tongue tie goes on. So a confident banker, number 8, Ono Komachi. The danger has to be number 3, Silvery. What is it called? Silvery Surfer and Grand Oasis. But I'm in the camp of the 8. I'm taking my chances, and that's the banker for me.
Okay, let's have a look at the pick six then for Nino, where he's bankering the 8 in the first leg. He's got a couple of bankers later on today as well. So it's a pick six with 3 bankers and then horses in the other 3 legs. It's a 224 Rand per. Okay, it's jackpot time. This is the handicap fillies and mares, and we're going over the 14. We'll be staying 14. There are 10 of them that'll be going to the gate. What's the story Friday morning? Well, Alan Greef's got that horse Catch Your Breath. We'll talk to Nino about that in a minute. It's 27 to 10 this morning. 1 Red Sash at 33 to 10. 7 to 2 about the 9, Highly Confidential. And then you can get 4 to 1 about number 5, Montalina. After that, you got around 13 or 14 to 1 and better about the balance. You're reminded about Betway, where you get your 6% back on tote betting. So if you are playing your exotics and all of that with Betway, your turnover, whatever that may be, 6% of that comes back into your account at the beginning of the month. So hopefully you've opened your Betway account by now. Nino, what's the story in the jackpot here?
There's only 4 horses that can win this race, Clyde, and I can't split him. If I was pushed for a selection, I'll probably go with Highly. Even though I know she hasn't run behind 1100, but on breeding, she should have no problem with the distance. The Raider from the Justin Snaith camp to beat number 6, Catch Your Breath, and then the class horse in the race. Don't leave out number 1, Red Sash. She's run against the best in PE, even though it was on the polish. She has won on the turf in Cape Town at Kenilworth. So that's a big runner. And then Montalina. The winner will come from 1, 5, 6 or 10. And I think all 4 have to go in. I can't split them. And I'm putting all 4 in.
Okay, that's great. There's the jackpot up on the screen. Thanks, Nino. Nino's banking that also Impact Investor. Is that Impact Investor or was it the other one? Yeah, I think it's Impact Investor that we're bankering later on in that jackpot at 224 Rand per. So the girls come together here. It's a handicap for the fillies and mares at 66 level, and they sprint them over 1,000 meters here, of which there are 14 of them that are going to the gate. Top of the boards, Alan Greef's now taking care of Smashing, and she's priced up at 13 to 10 to win this. Number 2, Free Worlds, the second choice at 11 to 2. 6 to 1 about the 7, Commerson's Passion, and 6 to 1 as well about number 12, Full of Magic. I see String of Lights. Duncan's got a couple in here, 13 to 2 and 11 to 1 and better about the balance. It could be a little more tricky, but let's talk to Nino about Smashing and what Alan has got to say about this, Nino.
Yeah, it's working well. He doesn't know much about it. Having the first run for his stable gives it a chance. But this is a minefield of a race. I would suggest to the punters out there to load up, take as many as you can. Clyde, if I was pushed for a selection, I would probably go with number 2, Free World, to beat 7, Commerson Passion. I like a bit of number 12, Full of Magic, and then obviously Smashing. but there are others with chances, namely number 1, String of Lights, and number 10, Mediterranean Goddess. The only thing I can do is to suggest to load up, take as many horses as you can afford in this league.
Okay, it's one of those. So here's another jackpot opportunity for you. Thanks, Nino. We're loading up in the first leg, and then we're bankering, as we indicated earlier, Impact Investor in the next. By horses in the last leg, we're taking our chances with Justin Snaith's Audible, number 11, who's priced up 17 to 10 this morning. That's a look at the second part. Let's move on to race number 6. If you don't know, well, when we did this morning, the 12 was taken out, so there are only 11 of them that are going to the gate. Scratch number 12, it's over 1,000 meters. It's a handicap, and it's at the 80 level. This morning's market, so you know where you stand. Impact Investor, top of the boards at 5 to 2. Might sound like a decent sort of price, Nina. I'll come to you in a second just to find out what you think about the 11 Impact Investor, if it's worth backing at that price. 7 to 2 about the 10 Captain TikTok. Then 5 Cool Winters in there at 11 to 2. And 8 to 1 about number 3 Tuscan Gold. You can get 10 to 1 and better about the balance. Would you take some of the 5 to 2 this horse, Nina?
Well, I took some of the 4 to 1, Clyde.
Oh, you're too good. You're too good.
I really like this horse today. I don't know why. When I opened the card, I immediately caught my eye. The last 2 runs on the yielding go in, you can forget about it. I really believe that there's going to be a very, very hard horse to beat. And if I'm wrong, then there are many others with chances. But I do believe that I'm on the right one. Clyde, I think it's going to be hard to beat. And this is one of my better bets on the card. I think it will win. And I think even 5 to 2 is a good price. I believe she'll start a little bit shorter than that come race time. So for those that are in my camp, I think you can have a bet at 5 to 2. And as I said, I did get a bit of 4 to 1.
Well done. Okay, so JP Funner Maver is there, and hopefully he can deliver the goods for the team. Now we're on to race number 7 on the card. Let's take a look at this. It's the Lakeside Handicap. It's over 2,400 meters, so they've got a marathon to run, and then 9 of them that'll be going to the gate. In terms of any changes in the 7th race, I'm just having a look. None that's been brought to my attention. So, what's the latest on the market? We've got the horse Bournemouth, top of the boards at 28 to 10 for Alan Greef and Richard Ferree. That's the 6 horse. Glenn Cotson's got the 4 Han Salo in here at 3 to 1 by Han Solo. And Kelly Mitchell's got 9 Harold the Duke, who's at 4 to 1. 9 to 2 about number 1 Fire Alley. And 5 to 1 is the other horse in single numbers. That's number 2 Zatara Magic. Other than that, it's double figures about the others. A competitive race, Nino?
Yes, very competitive. And I think there's a couple here. And what price is Runaway Song, Clyde?
Runaway Song is 25 to 1, my friend. 25 to 1.
Wrong price.
Wrong price. Okay.
Wrong price. Ignore the last 2 runs on the poly. Have a look at the run behind Ellis Island. There is nothing between Runaway Song and Bournemouth on that run. The last 2 runs on the poly, you can ignore. She's back on the turf, back over 2,400. 25 to 1 is completely ludicrous. She should be very close to Bournemouth in the betting. So for that reason, I think it becomes wide open. Bournemouth has to be your first choice. 3 runs, 2 wins over course and distance. And Solo, you got to respect the Glen Cotson runner. And as I said, Bournemouth could be Runaway Song could be the biggest value on the card at 25 to 1. But then after that, you got Zatara's Magic, you got Fire Alley, and Harold the Duke with a low weight. So I've put in quite a bit, but I think Runaway Song could be the value.
Yeah, not too bad. Okay, so that's 92 a place, Runaway Song, number 5, the first 3, perhaps worth considering. There's Nino's final double. Right, now the starting stalls are positioned at the 1,600 metre mark. So we're going to go the mile. It's a handicap for horses that are in the 82 bracket or thereabouts. And 12 of them lined up, or meant to line up when we did the show this morning with Nino Podesta, who will join me in a minute to talk about the final race where I know his banker Justin Snaith's 11 horse. That horse is Audible. And it's 17 to 10 this morning. 33 to 10 about number 9, Jack the Green is the second choice, Jack in the Green. 2, Brendan James is trading at around 19 to 2, as is number 6, Central City, all the same. And then the 10, 4, Jacks is also priced up at that price around 7, 8 to 1. Now, in terms of the balance, they bet 12 to 1, Silver Tycoon, who from the Hollywood Bet Syndicate messaging is that they're expecting that horse to run in the first 4, and then you can get 14 to 1 and better about the balance. So what price was Arbidil then, Nino, during the week, now that it's 17 to 10? Is this horse already shortened?
It has shortened a little bit, not much. I think it was around about 2 to 1 early in the week. And I think this is the Justin Snaith, JP van der Merwe's double. And I do suggest that the people, or the punters that listen to our show, take a bit of that double. Very unlucky last time over 14. A distance that was too short. I think the 1600 is going to be so much better for her. And she does jump from a tricky draw, but over that long Fairview Straight, I'm sure JP won't have any trouble overcoming the draw. Very, very strong selection. Clyde, the only danger is Jack in the Green. I really can't see anything else. So for those that want to add a horse in the pick 6, it won't cost much. It will cost double, 400 Rand. Add Jack in the Green. But I do believe that Audible is going to be very tough to beat.
Okay, we're in your corner then with Audible to win the final race. Thank you for watching Betway's Weighted to Win.